evening and welcome to the 2013-2014 Sarah Smith Elementary School 5th grade promotion ceremony. Let's give these students a round of applause. We are so grateful that you have made time in your busy schedules to be here this evening. We are very grateful and thankful to the administration, Dr. Gene Taylor, and the staff at North Atlanta High School for their having us here, they've been so generous in their time in supporting us. We want to recognize the people who have worked diligently on the graduation committee. Our parents, are you in here? If you are, let's give them a round of applause if you'll stand it up wherever you are. Thank you so much for your help in organizing this event this evening. Graduation from 5th grade, or promotion, I always like to say, because we really only graduate a couple of times in our lives from high school and then from our college or universities. This is an opportunity for us to celebrate the students' hard work in grades K through 5 and to wish them well as they move on to their middle school years. They've worked hard. We have so many students who have great honors. We have students who have earned all A's, students who have earned A's for all 5-6 years of being in elementary school. Just a multitude of honors that these students have, and we're very grateful for them. But without the parents and the grandparents and the aunts and uncles who are here tonight, that wouldn't have been possible. So we recognize your dedication and your support. We recognize our 5th grade teachers. If they would please stand at this time, and let's give them a round of applause. Thank you so much, 5th grade team. This is an awesome team, and I've been honored to collaborate and work with them this year at Sarah Smith. At this time, we have a musical salute anchored in excellence, a medley of farewell directed by Mr. Neil Thompson.
Sarah Smith Elementary. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank Dr. Proctor and the parents and the 5th grade teachers and mostly the 5th grade students for allowing me to speak here this evening. First of all, congratulations, 5th graders. Let's give yourselves a hand clap for chapter of your life we call elementary school, and you're getting ready to embark on what we call middle school. Some of you may be a little bit nervous if you think back to when you started kindergarten. I can look out there and I can remember some of the faces of not only you, but your moms and dads as they were peeling you off of the steering wheel, not wanting to come in that first day of kindergarten. So I know it's a little scary to start something new. So I was thinking about what I could say to you getting ready to go into this new chapter of your life. And I was reading about some things that was written by Michelle Eckert. She's an author of several books that are dealing with middle school age children. And I came up with 7 tips that she offered. And the first one is, don't think about the beginning of middle school. I want you to start by thinking about the end, putting the end of middle school at the forefront. In other words, begin with the end in mind. That's what our teachers do when they're teaching you. First, they decide what they want to accomplish at the end of teaching you, and then they decide how to go about teaching you to get you to that end place. We could give you a map, but if you don't know where you're going, that map does you no good. So I want you to think about the end and not the beginning. And what I mean by that is, what kind of person do you want to be when middle school is over and you're sitting here in another place 3 years from now, getting ready to graduate from 8th grade and starting a new chapter that we call high school? What kind of experiences do you want to have had during your middle school years? How would you like to be described as an 8th grader? Do you want to be described as someone who was successful, creative, kind, thoughtful, persevering, someone who was fair? Do you want to have been on a team? Do you want to have participated in a club? Do you want to make the news by some of your accomplishments? Once you know where you want to end up, it's much easier to get there. So I'm going to challenge you as you leave here tonight and you finish this week of elementary school and you go into the summer. I want you to write down some goals. With the support of your family, your friends, the teachers that you'll have along the way, you can get there. But mostly, you have to have your own strong will and determination to reach those goals that you set for yourself. The second point is find your why. What do you do really well? You may be a star athlete in baseball, soccer, lacrosse. You may be an excellent dancer or an actor, actress. You may be great at singing. But more important than how you do so well is why you even do it at all. Your why gets you up early to practice to get better at the things that you enjoy doing. Your why keeps pushing you harder when things get tough. Your why is what you hear yourself saying to yourself rather than hearing what a careless criticism of a coach or the insult of one of your teammates. As you enter middle school, think more about why you do something and less at how you do something well. Why I get up every day is to come to school and to work with children because that's my passion. That is my why. Number 3, keep your friendship eggs in different baskets. Now that sounds crazy, doesn't it? Doesn't that sound crazy? Keep your friendship eggs in different baskets. How many of you 5th graders have heard, don't put all your baskets in one egg? Nobody. So what that means is, I want you to imagine me riding my bicycle, all decked out in my matching clothes, and I have a basket full of eggs. And I hit a bump in the road, and I spill all my eggs, and they all crash, and I end up with eggs all over my face and mud. And all of my eggs are gone. Well, friendships are like eggs. They're fragile. Limiting yourself to one set of friends is keeping all of your eggs in one basket. You need to stay in touch with your friends that you've made in elementary school. You need to make new friends as you go to middle school. You need to continue with friendships that you've made on sports teams, perhaps church, or other social connections that you've made. So don't keep all of your friendship eggs in one basket. The 4th point, build good social karma. What is this word we call karma? Karma is the idea that what you put out into the world will come back to you. In other words, if I'm a nice person and I treat other people with respect, people will be nice to me and they will treat me with respect. If, however, I decide to be a mean person and I treat people in a mean way, then I can expect that that's going to come back to me and I will be treated in a mean way as well. So put out your niceness and your kindness into the world. Number 5, slow down and pull over sometimes. Now what does that mean? I'm sure that you've all ridden on the highways of Atlanta, and many of you have ridden on what we call 285, and that's a big circle highway that goes all the way around the city of Atlanta. And sometimes you feel like you're on the Autobahn where there's no speed limit. And middle school is going to sometimes feel like that way to you boys and girls, like you're on this highway and everybody's traveling about 65 miles an hour. You feel like you have to keep up with them to avoid getting hurt or run over. But friendships that you develop can be your exits. They can be your side streets or your back roads. You can take your friends and go with them at your own pace. You can stop when you need to. You can get away from the speeding traffic. When you find yourself speeding along and feeling out of control, trying to keep up with those peers in middle school, find someone that you can slow down with. It may be your mom, it may be your dad, it may be a grandparent, an aunt, an uncle, it may be a sibling. But find someone that you can be yourself with and you can slow down. That will give you time to take a breath and then you'll be ready to join the middle school traffic again. Number 6, I challenge each of you to try hard. Take risks. We've talked about being risk takers at Sarah Smith. Your teachers, your parents, and eventually even your bosses. People are going to be less impressed with how smart you are and more impressed by your commitment to work hard. And I am so thankful for that, because I would much rather Dr. Proctor see that I try hard than depend on how smart I am. So work hard, challenge yourself. Be a student who loves a challenge. And number 7, the last point, is smile and say hello. When you enter into middle school next year, it's going to be a new experience for you no matter where you go. So when you walk through the school, I'm going to challenge you to make eye contact with someone. They may be more nervous than you are. Say hello. And I want you to repeat that 287 million times a day. Walt Disney always said, and I quote, "All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them." So I challenge you. I want you to decide now that you will have courage, do the things that bring you joy, have lots of different kinds of friends, offer empathy to someone who needs it, slow down when you need to, work hard, and always smile and say hello to someone. You might just be the person that makes their day. And this is a quote from Robert Fulghum. He wrote, "All I really need to know I learned in kindergarten." And he says this, and this goes to not only 5th graders and teachers, but also administrators and parents as well. Without realizing it, we will fill important places in each other's lives. It's the way with the guy at the corner grocery, the mechanic at the local garage, the family doctor, teachers, neighbors, co-workers. Good people who are always there. They're there, you can always rely upon in small, important ways. People who teach us, bless us, encourage us, support us, uplift us in the dailiness of life. We never tell them. I don't know why, but we just don't. And of course, we fill that role ourselves. There are those who depend on us. They watch us, they learn from us, they take from us, and we never know. You may never have proof of your importance, but you are more important than you think. There are always those who couldn't do without you. The rub is that you don't always know who. And in closing, I'm going to talk to you about two people and one thing. And it's called the Starfish Point. It's by Philip Kosciuszko. And it's about this young man on a beach, an old man on a beach, and a starfish. And some of us are always in one of those 3 roles. We might be the starfish who needs help. We might be the young man that gives that help. Or we might be the old man that doesn't see the importance of giving that help. So I want you to think about different times that you may have been in these 3 roles. One day, an old man was walking down the beach just before dawn. In the distance, he saw a young man picking up stranded starfish and throwing them back into the sea. As the old man approached the young man, he asked, "Why do you spend so much energy doing what seems to be a waste of time?" The young man explained that the stranded starfish would die if left in the morning sun. The old man exclaimed, "But there must be thousands of starfish. How can your efforts make any difference?" The young man looked down at the starfish in his hand, and as he threw it safely to the sea, he said, "It makes a difference to this one." At times in our lives, we are all the old man, the young man, or the starfish. Sometimes as the old man, we don't see the purpose in our actions. Sometimes, as the young man, we persevere and make a difference. And sometimes, we are the starfish who just need a little help. So congratulations to you. I love you guys, and I hope you'll come back to see us. One of the best gifts that you can give to your teachers and administrators is to come back and see us and visit us and let us know what wonderful young men and women you have become. Love you guys. Have a good day.
Good evening. We're going to ask Ms. Suplett's class to come up first, please. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to ask, as they're coming up to the stage, to please hold your applause until Ms. Suplett's class, all the students have collected their certificate, and then we'll all applaud that class together. So we'll be applauding each class once they're finished. Thank you for that. Maria Ajira. One fellow. Please hold your applause until the whole Ms. Suplett's class is finished. Thank you. Jacqueline Cunningham. Hugo Falcon. William Feinberg. Ashlyn Gannon. Maxwell Gomez. Caroline Gertz. William Herman. William Hall. Lucas Hyman. Vance Linton. Francis McCafferty III. Justin Morgan. Olivia Peruse. Sarah Hope. Charles Proctor. Sola Quarterman. Jordan Rich. Alexandra Ruiz. Elena Samadi. Grace Thomason. Hannah Vincent. Madeline White. Robert White. Let's give Ms. Supplett's class a hand. Ms. Sumner. Sophia Arena. Aiden Bandakwala. Amelia Carvajal. Jose Castillo. Brandon Flash. Michelle Gomez. Javier Guerrero. Gerard Hudson. Francisco Ignacio. William Lasco. Rachel Lee. Jose Molina. Avery Moore. Ginon Negroho. Silvestre Escobar. Barry Payne. Sophia Peck. Lexi Perry. Jacqueline Pisa. Adrian Pugh. Sade Kawi. Mahami Ramswar. Ramswar, I apologize. Jeffrey Reyes. Austin Rubinger. Michael Stokes. Let's give Miss Sumlin's class a hand. Mr. Walsh, class. Avery Barsharon. Sydney Blackburn. Race Bone. Reese Coker. Maria Gattaca Garcia. A. Graham. Haley Hammond. Elizabeth Henderson. Ria Gianti. William Johns. Christopher Lee. Jelani Pittman. Avery Price. Jacqueline Ramirez. Max Ramos. Douglas Ruker. Jacob Salazar. Jordan Spite. Alan Spector. Christian Spiker. Karima Wastagi. Ishao Sun. Gus Thomas. Believe Angu. Nico Basolo. Sydney Wells. Let's give Mr. Rawls' class a hand. Ms. Aphromidis' class. Amina Abdur Rabbani. Ariana Brown. Darius Cadiz. Dana Carter. Anthony Chavez. Alyssa Drakeford. Nathan Druin. Seth Fagan. Jared Ivy. Carl Kasabian. Tyler Fatinik. Chase Malone. Ford Martin. Christian Maycock Beckles. Anna Meza. Stephanie Nino Swastigi. I'm so sorry. Anthony Salazar. David Silbert. Jackson Spencer. Nicholas Spiker. Christopher Stanzion. Zoe Tilley. Stephanie Sy. Zachary Walpole. And let's give Ms. Aphromidis' class a hand. Mr. Carter. Zoe Anderson. Parker Bates. Kristen Castillo. Amelia Coker. LaDania Dean. Daniel Diefenbach. Nala Dukes. Amaranis Garcia. Colin Hanley. Catherine Hickman. Erica Jones. Evan Castle. Timothy Kuzman. Tristan Lucky. Jackson Masters. Ricardo Matute Madrid. Amalia Maxa. Kate McKay. Emily McGreevy. Grant Hare. Jackson Raines. Jasmine Romero. Colin Smith. Tyler Williams. And let's give Mr. Carter's class. Miss Payne's class. Reese Bentley. Tyler Dang. Alexander Dantulis. Rowan Frankenthal. Ayana Dejan. Connor Gannon. Henry Hayden. Grayton Ayanati. Kate Jackson. Kayla Hale. Benjamin Jennings. Ella Jones. Tony Jordan. Brock Cronix. Jose Lopez. Haley Mayer. Tiana Miller. Santi Naylor. Lainey Noble. Zelig Riantu. Aaliyah Roach. Finley Thurman. Simon Yomowich. And let's give Miss Payne's class a hand. Mr. Johnson's class. Deborah Barralaga Cortez. Noble Candler. Luella Dennis. Jalen Durall. Leanne El-Shahabi. Brooke Graham. Claude Hutto. Nathaniel Lyday. Ellen McAvoy. Vincent Moore. Kevin Moreno Cortez. Chloe Morgan. Trevor Mosley. James Muslu. Nasif Navarette. Trinity Purvis. Aaron Quinn. Tabitha Rankley. Javier Rebo Yeto. Empress Roberson. William Sharp. Alexis Fortsis. Troy Waltz. Reagan White. Lindsay Zappa. And let's give Mr. Johnson's class a hand.
So there are some times when it's nice to be the boss. And that's when you get to tell Mr. McPherson that he gets to pronounce all the names at graduation. So I am very grateful. He's practiced and worked hard, and while it wasn't perfection, he did a good job. So let's give Mr. This time we have our 5th grade video, and this video has been produced by Mr. Rawls, one of our 5th grade teachers.
I am unwritten, can't read my mind, I'm undefined. Just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned, staring at the blank page before you. Open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find, reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. Yeah, yeah. The rest is still unwritten.
Thank you, Mr. Rawls. Let's give Mr. Rawls a round of applause. So we want to thank you so much for joining us this evening for this wonderful event. I believe that immediately following there are refreshments out in the foyer. And at this time we are going to be dismissed. The students are going to recess, so we will just go backwards from the way we came in, go back up the stairs into the foyer. So Mr. McPherson, if you'll come over to lead your group, and I'll lead Mr. Carter's group out. Let's give all of the students a round of applause. Thank you so much for attending.